Hi there, kids! Oh, are you in for a treat today? A magic show in Dr. Wonder's workshop. Now, you watch for these signs. Magic. Magic. Rabbit. That's a cute one, rabbit. And take care. Like this. Take care. You have fun today. Here's your floor.
There's a special place I know where I always love to go. Come with me, I'll take you there. Dr. Wonder's workshop. Dr. Wonder and his crew have a big surprise for you. They can talk with just their hands. Dr. Wonder's workshop. Come and see this amazing place for you and me. You'll see things you want to grab in this great inventor's lab. You may never want to leave. Dr. Wonder's workshop. Dr. Wonder's workshop.
Well, hi. I was hoping to see you today. We have a special performance. I invited an old friend of mine to come do his magic show for us. I'm going to go over there and watch. Come on and join me. Oh, just a second. Come on, let's go.
Hi, Doc.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gavin the Magician. Dr. Wonder and I have been friends forever, and I want to thank him for inviting me here today.
All right.
Yay. Okay, let's get started with a little warm-up. I need a volunteer.
Billy.
Yes,
Billy will do it.
You? All right, then. Come right around here, young man. Right there. Now put your hand out like this. As you see, I have 2 balls. Now I'll put them right down there. Now hold out your hand. I'll put one of these balls in my hand, and you do the same thing. Blow in my hand. Blow again. And now the ball is gone. Now you put your balls on the counter.
Ooh. Whoa! There's
2 balls. Awesome.
Yeah. Again. Do it again.
Again? Sure.
Again.
Open your hand like this. This time, I'll put 2 balls in your hand. Now, with your other hand, I want you to catch an invisible ball out of midair. Bounce it up and down a few times. Now, move it over to your other hand like this and throw it in there. Now, blow. Now, drop the balls on the table.
3. Very
Three
nice.
balls.
Did you see?
One more.
Whoa.
Let's give him a hand.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Billy.
Thanks.
Amazing.
Now, I need another volunteer. Who wants to come up and help me?
Oh, me.
Paul, yeah.
Lovely. Well, come right up here.
Oh, well.
Please examine this bag. Now, unzip the bottom. Yes, right there. As you see, the bag is empty. Nothing in it at all.
Okay.
Please zip it up again. Please place your hand inside. Feel anything in there?
Nothing. Nothing
See?
there.
It's completely empty. Now, I want you to pretend to grab something out of the air and toss it in the bag.
Okay.
Ooh, nice catch. And look what we have.
Oh my God, I felt nothing. Nothing at all.
Wow.
Oh my. Amazing.
Taking care of people is extremely important. Wow, there's a very popular story in the Bible called the Good Samaritan. And that story shows just how important it is to care for other people. It's a very popular story. You may have even heard it before, but I'd like to share that story with you now. It's found in Luke chapter 10, verses 25 through 37. Now, Jesus was sitting teaching the crowds one day when a man who was an expert in studying the law came to Jesus and asked Jesus, just how is it possible to have eternal life? Well, Jesus responded by saying, Now, you've spent a lot of time studying the law. What do you think? Well, the scholar answered, The law says that you should love your God with all your heart, with all your strength, and with all your mind. And that you should also love your neighbor as yourself. Well, Jesus told the man that he had the right answer. But then the man had another question. Jesus, he said, just who is my neighbor? Well now, to answer this question, Jesus got the attention of all the people there, and he told them the story of the Good Samaritan. And this is what Jesus said in the story. There was a man traveling along the road to get to a city. As he was making his way through the mountainous road, he was attacked by thieves who stole his clothes and all of his belongings. And then they beat him up, and they left him lying on the side of the road, nearly dead. Now there was a very religious man that came walking along the road, and when he saw the man lying on the road, barely alive, he hurried on by without a second glance. Then there came a religious man, a second one, and when he saw the man on the side of the road, well, he responded the same way. He walked right past him. Jesus continued the story. Finally, along the road, there came a man from the region of Samaria. Now, when he saw the man hurt and dying in the road, the Samaritan was immediately very concerned. He did everything he could to make the man comfortable by using oil to clean his wounds and giving him some wine to drink. And he placed bandages on the wounds, and then he scooped up the man and put him up on his own donkey. The Samaritan walked on the road while leading the donkey until they got into town. And then the Samaritan went into an inn and carefully got the injured man settled in there. The Samaritan gave the innkeeper a sack of money, telling him to use it to care for the man's needs. He also told the innkeeper that if that money wasn't enough to cover everything the man needed, he would pay him even more. Well, at the end of the story, Jesus turned to the expert of the law and said, "Now, which of these three men do you think took care of his neighbor?" The man who showed compassion, responded the scholar. That's right, said Jesus. Now it's your turn to go and do the same.
Oh, hi there. Suppose someone's in trouble and needs your help, and you help them. How do you feel when you help them out?
If I help someone, I feel good that I did it. I feel good.
I feel good if I help them out. Like if they need a Band-Aid or something, I'll go to the nurse and get them a Band-Aid. Makes me feel good inside.
Happy.
Is there anybody else who'd like to volunteer?
I will.
You? Wonderful.
Do it.
Come right up here and stand there. Here, we have a cloth. Nothing special about it. You hold it right there, okay? Just hold this right here. Now, I'll put a case around this and cover it with this cloth. Shazam! Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing!
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, now, wave hello to the nice people.
That's cute.
Look, a rabbit.
Would you hold him for just a minute? Thanks. Now, the duck and I have to go on a road trip, but my rabbit is exhausted and he needs a good rest. Would one of you be willing to look after him for me?
No, sorry.
Oh, me. I will.
Oh,
I will.
thank you.
You know, I'm sick of robots and chemicals. I would be happy to take care of something warm and fuzzy.
Well, go ahead.
Oh,
Take him.
yes, I would love that.
Oh.
Oh, come here. Oh.
He's a cute little rabbit, but he does shed. Is that it?
Yep. Thank you all. Thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure.
It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Time to go. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Hi there. What floor, mate?
Down. First floor, please.
You or the duck? Which?
Yes, me and the duck.
Ah, all right.
Goodbye, Gavin.
Have a great trip.
Bye, everyone.
Did you like the show?
Oh, yes. It was very nice.
I agree. Very nice.
He's a great magician. Wow.
Thanks. You know, we've been friends for many years.
Many years, eh? Wonderful.
Oh! Hey!
What?
Where's the rabbit? It's gone!
Oh,
Wait, Anthony, he's right.
oh.
What happened? Where did he go?
Wait.
Maybe he ran away.
Hold on, everyone.
no.
Calm down. We'll just all look for it. Where do you think we should
Yeah,
start?
over there. The break room.
Over
the break
there?
room.
Over there!
Yeah.
All right,
over
that
there.
way. Come on.
Hi. Open wide. Wow, how are you feeling? Do you like coming to the doctor's office? No? Well, I like seeing you come in because I'm happy that I'll get to take care of you and make sure you feel better. Do you know how many years I've worked as a nurse? Do you? 10 years. That's a long time, but it doesn't matter to me because I love nursing people. Sometimes it is a hard job to do, and I'll let you in on a secret. Sometimes it is gross. But you know what? I still love my job, helping people and seeing them feel better. There are some people that don't like to help others. With them, it's always me, or I want this, or I want that, or the other. But they'll never be happy that way. Now, how do you feel when you help others? It makes you feel good, right? Same here. I feel good when I help others. Okay, let's see what your temperature is. Oh, you poor thing. Your temperature's high, but not to worry. I'll give you medicine to help you feel better. Remember, when you help others, it feels good. Being selfish, not helping or sharing with others isn't good because you'll never be happy. Help others and you'll always be happy. Now let me help you feel better. Sorry about this, but it'll help.
Gazing wide-eyed at the magic of a cloud. I see the face of Jesus in a mother's tender smile as her baby takes first steps on solid ground. But I also see his face in the dark and dirty place where the outcasts of society are found. May I see the face of Jesus, the precious face of Jesus every day, all around. I see the face of Jesus in the beauty of the deaf and the way they talk with lightning in their hands. I see the face of Jesus in the huts of Bangladesh Bangladesh and the hovels of Bombay and Pakistan. But I also see his face and the homeless of LA and the broken lives that no one understands. May I see the face of Jesus, the precious face of Jesus every day, in every land.
Love is not a prize, only for the wise, only for the lovely or the whole. To serve the least of these is to serve the Prince of Peace, and to see the face of Jesus in each soul, in each soul.
I see the face of Jesus in the cafe by the track, where the old man reminisce of glory years. I see the face of Jesus in the wife who's coming back, to the husband who will welcome her with tears. But I also see his face in the frightened man with AIDS and the angry youth that no one seems to hear. May I see the face of Jesus, the precious face of Jesus every day, everywhere, every day.
Jeff and Toby.
Okay, all right, you're all right now. Just stand on the bottom. Hey, can't you swim?
No.
Then why did you come out here in the first place?
Oh, I thought I could swim. I saw the other people here along the beach. They all seem to be swimming just fine. So I imagine I can be like them.
No. That's not how it works.
Oh, okay.
If you want to swim, first you need someone to teach you how. It's dangerous to try to swim out here alone. You could drown.
I could drown?
Right, you need to be careful.
Okay.
If you don't know how to swim, you'd better stay in the shallow water.
Okay. I understand. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Now, don't forget www.drwonder.com. I'll see you there.
Oh, and if you were sick or in trouble, would you want other people to help you?
Yes.
Yeah, if they help me, I'll feel better.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot better, and I'd be able to learn more.
Yeah, it would be better than being alone. What if I was hurt and I had no way of telling someone? Someone could come and help me, and I would feel a lot safer.
Oh, Pop helped us find the bunny safe and sound. You're petting him?
I'm going to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, it's really important that we take care of each other, even rabbits. You know, if Gavin came back to see the rabbit gone, he'd really be upset.
Wow. Yes. Oh, I can't imagine how that bunny felt with all those strangers leaving him all alone. I'm sure he was scared.
Yeah.
It's really important that we take care of each other and that we cherish each other. I remember when I was sick and not feeling well, I had someone who came to take care of me and fed me. They made me feel comfortable and I started feeling so much better. Another time I was feeling alone and sad, but my friends came over and cheered me up and helped me feel better. These are the gifts that Jesus gives us. We are to care for each other. Be supportive of one another.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see him. He's so
Do you think maybe the bunny's hungry? Maybe I'll go get some carrots from the refrigerator.
Yes, go do that.
Good idea.
Oh, you hungry? Oh, look, it's Gavin.
Has anybody seen my plane ticket? I think I left it here someplace.
No.
I think I saw it over on my workbench.
Oh, I'll get it.
Wow, is everything okay? And how's Oreo?
Fine. Everything's fine now.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. I gotta go. Oh. I'll see you later, buddy. Take care. Okay, bye all.
Bye, see you.
Bye.
Wow, it certainly has been an interesting day around here. Did you have fun? Yeah, I did too. I'll see you next week, all right? Thanks for coming to Dr. Wonder's workshop. Bye.